Hello everybody, thanks a lot for joining in. Today we have a very unique sneaker review, which I hope you all enjoy, and let's get into it. Hello everybody, thank you very much for joining in once again, and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at some sneakers that are very unique that just dropped this week, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it. Remember to leave a comment in the section down below and like this video. As I told you earlier in the video, I'm super stoked today to review the Nike Overbreak collaboration with Takahashi's Undercover brand. So what a better way to start with examining and going over the box. So first of all, on top we have this glossy finishing and branding of Nike. On the side, we have Takahashi branding and Undercover. This is the typical black box that Undercover collaborations with Nike have. And you have over here, as you guys know or may not know, I'm a size 13 US. So this is how it looks on the side. And it's a very nice box, you know, pretty minimal. So let's go ahead and just open it, all right? So it's one of those boxes that you slide out, it doesn't come out completely. And you know, vintage Undercover Takahashi, Nike, very nice detail. We have the wrapping, which is black with your Undercover branding. I really like these little details, guys. It's very important, and it just gives it that added element of upscale designer brand collaboration. So pretty cool. And here we go, here we have them. So here's the right foot, and let's look at the other one, the left foot. Put this here, and goes back in, and there we go. So here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and declassify the Overbreak Takahashi Undercover collaboration. Off the gate, I have to say that Takahashi scores a home run with this collaboration, and I'll tell you why. But first, let me share with you guys a little bit more of the background of the Nike Overbreak. So the Nike Overbreak is a fusion of two Nike silhouettes. Number one is the Daybreak, which is a bit more vintage, and it comprises the upper part of the sneaker. And then when we get to the midsole and the outsole, that's where we see a lot of Overreact elements. Overreact is a silhouette created by ISPA, which is a dedicated program within Nike to develop new and contemporary technology. Next, it's important to point out that Undercover has a unique talent to revive certain silhouettes or colorways and just imprint their seal of high fashion and minimalistic streetwear vibes. So I think I just applaud what they're doing, and I just want to see a lot more of it. But let's dive into the review. Now let's jump into the review, shall we? Always starting from the front, we have a toe cap in cream, also matching the laces, and it's preceded by a material which I would describe as nubuck, very similar to suede but not as hairy, so it's more of a nubuck type of material. And on the front, over the toes, we also have branding that is part of the slogan that Undercover is renowned for, balance. On the right sneaker and on the left sneaker, you have the chaos. Moving along to the eyelets lining section of the sneaker, on top and the shoelaces, we have this plastic material with very small spikes. Not really sure how that's going to work out in time with, you know, the wear and tear of, you know, the friction that it will cause, you know, when you're lacing up your sneakers, but you know, we'll have to wait and see. Then as we move on to the lateral side, the main material here is mesh, and on top of this mesh you have a couple of things. We have a small rose in red and green, which is embroidered, as well as the Nike swoosh in silver and metallic platinum. Same thing on the other side, except that you don't have this rose. And one other feature that I just noticed right now is that if you just flip over here, just the tip of this plastic, it's kind of like just left on purpose, undone. Originally, I thought it was like a defect, like a factory defect, but it's not the case. I just did it with all of them, and you can see that it's the same thing. So those are the little subtle details that Jun Takahashi brings to the table. Making our way to the tongue section, we have Jun Takahashi branding and Undercover, as well as Nike in black. And inside the sneaker, the insole has more Undercover and Nike branding, and have the same thing as we make our way towards the end and the back rear of the sneaker. So you have this silver platinum tone with the Jun Takahashi and Undercover branding, which is a very nice touch. I really like it a lot. And we have the same nubuck material that we have in the front of the sneaker. We also have it in the lower section of the Achilles heel towards the back. So that's pretty cool. Oh, one other thing before wrapping up the upper section of the sneaker is, almost forgot, is the sock lining features white padding. So that's pretty much it for the upper of the Overbreaks. Great, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the bottom portion of the sneaker that incorporates a lot of Overreact silhouette features. The first one is, you can see pretty much throughout, it has this traction or pattern that looks like craters, and this is just one of the just like the overdoing of a chunky sneaker. And what this does is that it has and it features technology that just makes your posture and your everyday walking a lot more comfortable. It has a very controlled bounce, so I really recommend that. The next point is that you have different areas of the outsole that come in sail, and these are some pressure relief points to help you with your posture and so on. Number 3 is the speckles that you might have already identified. This is very, very characteristic of Undercover and Jun Takahashi. You'll see this across many of their other collaborations. So that's something to keep in mind. So you can better understand and recognize Undercover's collaborations. You'll see that after you've been exposed to a couple of their collaborations, you can start seeing some patterns, some unique signature features of Undercover. And let me just grab this sneaker over here, which is a Daybreak, which is the upper section. Let's say this is reimagining this one over here, the upper part. So as you can see, it's a very different outsole, but we don't need to get into that. But you have speckles over here in the midsole. And leave a comment in the section down below if you want to see review on the Daybreak's Undercover. Now I'm going to throw these on feet so you guys can have a closer look. Let's get it. This collaboration also reminds me a bit of the Triple S Balenciagas, and that's because of what's going on in the toe section. And when I was doing the on feet for you guys, it was very interesting because if I look down, this whole section is very reminiscent of the Triple S's. Why? Because this cap here, this toe cap, very similar to what the Triple S's have, and also the slogan of balance and chaos. Resembling also in the Triple S's, it features the actual European size of the shoe. So just something to think about. It retails at 159.99 euros here in Europe. And when we talk about the aftermarket, it hovers for anywhere between 180 to 200 euros. but naturally that's going to depend on the size as well as silhouette. If you're curious about the release date, these drop worldwide on February 19th at undercover.com, select Undercover stores in Japan, Nike.com, Nike Lab, authorized Nike dealers in Europe, as well as the Nike Sneakers app. But it's interesting because as of the day I'm shooting this video, which is February 20th, February 21st, 2021, there's no publicly announced US or North America sneakers release that I know of. So just keep your eyes peeled for that. It's also important to highlight that this collaboration features a total of 4 colorways, 3 more in addition to this one. So that's something you might want to look into if you're interested in copying this pair. Now let's take a moment to discuss the fit of the sneaker. And this is a very important one for the Overbreak, especially because you can already identify that the midsole takes away a bit from the upper section of the sneaker. So as you can imagine, that's going to restrict the fit a little bit around your foot. And for me, particularly, true to size always usually works with Nike, and that's still the case for this one. However, if you want to be on the safe side, if you have, let's say, a wider foot or, let's say true to size borders traditionally or usually with you, it's kind of like a coin flip. I would say that if you want to be on the safe side, go half a size up, but you're probably going to still be okay with a true to size. Overall, I gotta say that I have a very good impression of the Overbreak Undercover collaboration sneaker. And the main reason is because it has a lot going on and it has its defined character very subtly, but it does it in a way that's not overtly shouting to the whole world, hey, I'm here. So I really like that. I really enjoy it, and it's very comfortable. It has personality, and I want to see more of this type of collaborations in the future. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate all of you guys. Also, remember we have a 300 subscribers goal towards the end of March. I will only be able to do it with your help. Please tell your friends, please subscribe, hit that like button, notification bell, and also please go ahead and share your thoughts. Leave a comment in the section down below about the sneakers that we reviewed. Do you like them? Do you not like them? What's going on at your country or wherever you're watching this video from? Have they released there or not? Are you expecting them? Let me know. I would be happy to hear from you. And now everybody has been duly briefed, and we can officially declassify the Nike Overbreak Undercover collaboration sneaker. But remember, always fresh, never stress. Until next time.
In the darkest hour, I wanna come for you. I know you've been